I was particularly disturbed by a news story that emerged last week. It turns out that 1 in 6 of all current residents here in the UK were born overseas. This was confirmed by the release of data from the recent census. This means that 1 in 6 of all people living in the UK are immigrants who were not even born here. This figure does not take into account those of immigrant origin who were born here. If we enter those of foreign descent into the equation, it turns out that approximately 25%, 1 in 4, of people living in the UK are non-white. The indigenous British population is currently 75%, but that is not the full story. Thanks to historically low birth rates among our people, that 75% is going to drop like a stone over the next 25 years. Coupled with this, the 25% of non-white residents of the UK will rapidly increase thanks to high non-white birth rates and escalating mass immigration. If things carry on like they are, then the indigenous British people will be a minority within the next 25 years. How do you think your family, your children, will be treated in a Britain where they are a minority? What quality of life do you think they will have unless we pull our finger out and mount a determined opposition to the immigration invasion? We are doomed as a nation. Our children and grandchildren will reap a whirlwind of devastation if we don't succeed in building a patriotic resistance. Hard, for so long, to be registered as a political party. The demographic nightmare that is unfolding, outlined above, gives us a slim window of opportunity to get our act together. Next week, we are launching our campaign for the upcoming local elections. We are aiming this time for our first electoral breakthroughs. We cannot be expected to be taken seriously as a political alternative unless we start to win elections. Once we begin to win local council seats, the floodgates of support will open. Then the cataclysmic rise of Britain First as a serious and credible political force will begin. Right now our focus is to launch our campaign. We have a huge amount of work to be getting on with. I need your personal help to get this campaign off the ground. Election campaigns do not come cheap, but if we want to save our country, we have to put our foot down on the accelerator. There is a long list of equipment, literature, training, and a million other things that we need to pay for as quickly as possible. We do not receive the big funding from mega donors that the likes of Conservative and Labour know. Britain First is a people-powered movement. If we want to fund and launch a titanic election campaign, we are going to have to do it ourselves. Can you step forward and give me your full support? Can I depend and rely on you as a staunch Britain First patriot? As leader of this party, I am appealing for your help. Please show me that you are behind me 100%. Please chip in below with a modest donation so that we can get started. Yours sincerely, Paul Golding. Leader, Britain First. That is why we fought so.